Hi, so my name is Savannah Moore, and I'm gonna show everyone how to use Quill. Excuse my voice, I am having some allergies, but to start, so Quill is one of the apps that you can use if you're a history teacher, a science teacher, an English teacher, any of those subjects with K through 12. Quill is a great resource to get your students involved and interactive in class online. So I'm going to show you some basics of Quill. I am in a demo account, so not everything will look the exact same, but it will be the gist. So this is the home screen for Quill. As a teacher, I am going to switch to a student perspective in a little bit, but as a teacher, this is the home overview. So you can see your yearly summary for your activity on Quill. And then you can also present lessons from this point, which we're going to get into that a little bit later on how to do that. And you can also see the activity that your students have been doing. This is just the overview page. And you can also access your account information and your admin access. So your school admins will probably have access to your Quill account. So they'll be listed here. So moving on, we're going to go to manage classes. So right now I only have one class, and I selected what grade that I was going to be teaching. So I was randomly assigned a 9th grade classroom. So you'll have your active classes here, and if you use Clever, Google, or Canvas, you can import your classes from there. So I think that's pretty cool. Or you can also just create your classes manually. But then you'll just be able to see your class. You can archive it, or you can change the grade or rename it. And then these are the students in my class, and it just shows their names, their email, and the activities that they have assigned. And we are going to come back to the student view of things, but this is just, you can also invite students, so you can give them a link, or you can create your own account for them. So we are going to move on to assign activities. So this page will come up and it will give you an overview of what kind of assignments you can do. There are 2 new categories here. These are, and it also has listed the new assignment, like the new readings that have been added. So you can pick from any of these categories. I am going to pick assess students with a diagnostic, and then this will come up, and then it will give you all of the options. And this is all, or you can just look in, like if you're teaching a College Board AP class, you can look here for this. And then you would just select, you would name the assignment, and then you would assign it here to all students, and then you would hit assign pack to classes, and it would automatically do that. So we are going to just go back. So that's how you assign, but you can also manage your activities that you have assigned. So it's showing all of the assignments that I currently have assigned to students right now. You can add due dates for when they're due. There are no due dates because this is a demo, but you can add your own due dates. You can also just remove certain aspects of an assignment if you don't want them to do that. So here is all of that. And you can also assign activities from right here. It just takes you back to that same page we looked at. And this is how you review your student reports, and you can do that in a lot of different ways. These are the premium options, but the free options are activity summary report, activity analysis report, and diagnostics report. We're going to go with diagnostics report. And we can look at the pre, post, and the growth summaries. So we're going to look at the pre-summaries. This is the class summary overall. So this is how the class did as an overall on these subjects. And if you wanted to look at student-specific results, you could do that as well. It shows you if they have no proficiency, partial proficiency, or full proficiency. And you can also go to practice recommendations. So this would be, you could assign, which I have already assigned, you could assign these students with the recommendations they need to complete to get better at a certain subject. And if your whole entire class was struggling with a specific subject, you could also just have Quill generate a lesson for you to assign, which I did. And we are going to go ahead and preview one of the assignments. So you can customize it if you want to make a copy and change certain prompts to your own liking. You can do that, but we're just going to go with like the basic. So it literally outlines the entire lesson for you. So you would just, this is the introduction, you would just hit next slide, and it would literally tell you step by step what to do. If you wanted to hide the step-by-step guide, you could. And if you want to see it from a student view, you could also do that. This is what it will look like on the student screen. It would just present like it would regularly. All right, so we are going to go back and wrap this up by looking at the account from a student's perspective. And I'm going to do that by going to my classes, and I'm going to select Kinlu, and then right here beside actions, I'm going to view a student, and then click view. And it's going to bring me here. These are his classes. You click here. So it shows him his progress as for the school year right now, and it shows him all of his to-do activities, and it can also show him his completed activities and how well he did in those activities, as you see here. And that is just a overview of how to use Quill as the student and the teacher. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for listening.